ladies and gentlemen, Aries friends, Aries, I have a reading for you for the month of October. Now, I have a number of things here, and the first thing that I'm going to have with me is this crystal quartz. Look, what am I saying for you? There's a lot of work going on. You know, you're very busy. You have um, there is a you have a lot of pots on the fire. You have many burners filled. You have some, you don't want to give too much attention to one and less attention to the other. And even this important person in your life that you thought could be so important, you know, maybe it's not, maybe they're not that important because you've realized, come to realize in October that they seem to be on the same level as other things, like your time at the gym, like your friends, like your drama class, like your, literary circle, things like that. And you feel like you have, all things equal, you want to be free to decide, Aries, when and what to do. And more so than the past few months, you are breaking out in a surge of freedom, in the sense that I want to sleep late. Okay, I'll sleep late. And you get almost angry with all of the the commitments that you have, the commitments that you appointments, classes, things that you were supposed to be doing, and commitments, work that someone else tells you to do. You know, something that just crunches your calendar and your schedule. And um, what I what I like and what I don't like about this Aries is there are two things. Okay, freedom fighter. I can call you the freedom fighter um, of the month. You are the freedom fighter. Now that's one thing. You're the freedom fighter, but at the same time, there's this leveling out of all things that have to do with activities. You know, your horseback riding and your archery and your pool, and you have all of these trains that are leaving the tracks at the same time. And you're giving, your book is supposed to be due, you have to write that chapter, but then you have to go run 50,000 miles. And all things take on the same weight. And this is different from the past, because as early as last month, you were spending a lot of time concentrating on a significant other, the energy and the emotional pull of that person, the sex, the sensuous nature of that person's, what they meant for you, their emotional pull to you. This is a rhodochrosite. And look, it is one of the best months of the year because you understand that you shouldn't start cutting any of the activities because you want to do what you want to do. Liberation. You are truly becoming liberated, even in relation to yourself, Aries. And this is a good sign. It's, there is a bit of longing in the beginning of the month, the first couple of days. You feel this longing, maybe I should see that person again and get it out of my skin. Oh, let's just have it. Let's just have that sex and let me, get it out of my skin, out of my system, or you're on a diet and you just want to have anything that you want to eat and you just want to get it out of your skin. That's longing, desire, the first couple of days of the month. Now, I have here the Lemurian Star Child Oracle, and I'm going to pick one and we'll continue your reading. And then I have a whole bunch of other toys here, so we'll take things one at a time. All right. There she stops. Nobody knows. All right. Let me show you that. There she is. This is Ellen of the Ways. Ellen of the Ways. And I'm going to read this card. Attune to nature's signs to find your way. It rings a bell, doesn't it? Follow your heart. And we are so, I'm putting myself in this class. You are driven. You are driven. It's always projected forward into the future. You are future oriented. And very rarely do you feel your feet walking in the sand. This reminds us of nature. Nature. Let's get down to nature. Hugging trees. This will help you. Now, I have here a deck, a tarot deck, which is called the Celtic Nymph Tarot. The Celtic Nymph Tarot. I'll show you. Tarot of the Celtic Nymph. And I'm going to pull a few cards, and we'll talk about them in relation to your month of October. And the first card I have here is the Eight of Swords. Now, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? The Eight of Swords, what does that tell us? Tarot readers always say, well, look, you're stopped in your tracks. You're not moving. You're just don't know where to go. But I have here the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins. And the 10 of Coins. Now, they're all spelling out earth for you. They're all telling you, Aries, go into the ground. Ground yourself. Ground yourself, because just like the fire back here, your energy bursts upwards. And this is dispersive in the month of October. I do want to take Sibilla cards, because there's something here in relation, Aries, to a person in your life. There's a new entry as well. There's another person that you just met at the tail end of September, okay? Someone who's, not they don't present themselves as a suitor or as a companion or as your heart's going to be. No, it's something like, for example, you go dancing and you have to pair up, and you pair up with somebody and they just become your dance partner, and that's it. There's nothing beyond that. But there was a little bit of a flutter there, oh wow, this person smells good. This person moves well. I like to look at that person, and it's just your senses are awakened. And what's interesting about that side is because it challenges your thoughts about what love is and what being in the moment is. Is it necessary to think and hem and haw about that person, that significant other that you've known for God knows how many years? Is it a matter of trying to get, there's that expression in English, to wrap your head around something, and literally you spend time wrapping your head around the mystery that they mean for you, their mystery. What is that strange combination of what are they thinking? What are they doing? Who knows what? But just let me get out of here. I'm out of here, You are moving away from that. You're moving around away from those mind, the trapped wheel, the gerbil, going obsessive thinking. You're leaving that because all of a sudden, the universe has thrown someone in your path, and wow, this is a little gift. This is a little gift. Well, let me see, let me take a look at this specimen, and here I thought I was, but no, so there's a lot of, I call them gifts, right? You are the freedom fighter. You are given gifts. They come down to you. And you're sort of, I don't want to use that expression, you're playing the field. No, you're just smelling the roses. You are sniffing, looking around, and ooh, 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 and that kind of thing. And you're appreciative of all things living, all things breathing, all things close, because we are in a social distancing moment. But October comes around and you start to really sniff other people. Literally, you get that close enough, even with your mask, to sense their skin when they perspire. What kind of skin? You can smell what they had eaten. That is how that is how you're going to be relying, and it's very earthy. The earthy signs that were coming up. It's very, very earthy. It's very, very sensuous. It's very profound. It's profound and it's natural. That's why it's so profound. It's walking one step after another. I'm going to take a couple of vera sibilla cards here, and to clarify these and take a look at what is going down here. Yeah, okay. We get it. All right, we have here Constance, Our Lady Constance, Costanza. Then we have here the lover, all right, the lover, amante. Then we have sacerdote, the priest. And what does that tell us? That tells us, I can see the fire going through the cards. Isn't it lovely? Really lovely. It looks like it's going right through the cards. Beautiful. What it's telling us is that you do have that person, that significant other. They are there. They've been around for a long time. They sort of are home base. You don't have to live with them. You don't have to, but they're there. Their thoughts are projected towards you, and you feel their thoughts. And this is a period, October, where you're going to, it's the freedom fighter, it's the liberation, it's the, yes, I know, but I've got things to do, people to see, And what's interesting about this is that they are not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere. They are truly, there's true love there. There's no doubt about there. There's no friendship here. This is a love. But it is something that sort of is, that person's still hiding. That person is still, they have their, it's you, the Aries that does, jumping all over the place and you're going on. And them are looking at you through the peephole, and they're studying you, and you're just going everywhere. And so there's another take on this person this month of October. And like I said, that new entry is making you think, well, it's about time I start having fun. What am I, fun again. I forgot what fun was. And I like it. I like this energy for you. I love it, Aries. Let's take let's take a couple of runes here, because the runes are always so they are very they're so. Let me pull out a couple here and then let's talk about them. Okay, we have Bjork Berkana, looks like a bee, and that is literally the beginning of something new. And like I said, there's a new entry, but don't expect that person to be a possible future lover. No, this person is a partner in crime. This is a person who does something with you. Like I said, could be a dance partner, could be a something, you go to a party and you find out you like to go rafting, and they know they like rafting and they belong to the same association. So there's something that your partner doesn't do or your companion doesn't do, And they know that you love to go rafting or canoeing, and so they don't say anything. They'd rather you go. And look at what happens. You just meet someone and you're always with them on the weekends. And so there is the beginning of that new activity that comes into your life. It's part of your life. It's part of your life, just as if it were. I have 9 to 5 job, behind Zoom, at the office, at home. Okay, that's one thing. That's one commitment. I'm a freelancer. I have afternoons. All right, that's another thing. Um, and then there's all of the fun things. Your rafting, your dancing, right? And those things become sort of more activities that companion, that significant other, has to not guard against or not fight against, but their space with you is becoming smaller. There's going to be jealousy there. As soon as they find out that you're spending time with somebody, or even just in the talking, it's just innocent. You met this person. Wow, we have same interests. Okay, there's going to be jealousy there, and it will be starting towards the end of the third week. Okay, I'll give it third week. Then I have AWATS. Now, AWATS is a protective room. This tells you, look, Aries, you can do whatever you want this month because you're not going to lose anybody. They're going to be part of your life. There's nothing that you really have to worry about. That being said, you are going to have a month that's completely experienced as, that's the way my life should be. That's the way my life should be. I feel like the shackles, I'm getting rid of the shackles, and I have time for everything. Those of us who just like to do 10,000 things, but I can, and I can do it with a smile on my face. I don't have that burdensome. Even if someone is angry at you, it makes you laugh. You start laughing and they'll start to laugh as well. So there is this month that's very playful. You're a playful freedom fighter. And you enjoy it. You really, really enjoy things this month. That being said, it's time to take another Lemurian. Let's take another Lemurian. And I've got two, actually. Two have come up. The first, there you go. Ships of light. What does it say? Ships of light, beam up your vibration. Good, your vibrational rate, your soul's vibrational rate. Beam it up. Chuck it up, chuck it up, chuck it up. Open to the star family. Guidance. This is something that you should remember, Aries. You need to gravitate toward people with like vibrational rates, which can be translated in your mind, in everyday speak, as being like-minded people, being on the same wavelength. Okay. Now the other card that flew out was creation. Creation, unique expression, the flow of creation, and the last, joyfulness. At the end of September and the beginning of October, you were fighting to concentrate on things. And I'll give you an example. You were writing a book. You have to have that chapter in. You have to, have this paper in. You have to, your contract, you have to get it in. Okay, you have to get it in by the end of the month. It should have been the end of September. It's not going to be finished. And you are entering October where that's going to end, because all of a sudden, it's as if a light bulb turns on over your head. And all of a sudden, you start getting so creative. You get all of the ideas. You put things into order. You start drawing trees, mind maps with different ideas. You hear something, a song that makes you think of this. Then you put it in another file and you take out the paper. So you're really, really on the ball. The idea here, and what I would like to take is the bottom of the tarot deck, which is the Fool. The Fool. this is the erratic nature of the beginning, that Bjork Berkana rune, the erratic nature of beginning. The requirement here for you is to pull all of those threads together to make sense, get your outline, getting the ducks in a row, if we want to use that expression, trying to make things work for you that so that they will be systematized. Your creative nature, your creativity needs to be systematized. The runes, let's take the runes some more. Let's take the runes some more. Let's take the runes some more. Otala. Yes. Wow. Otala. Now, Otala is a rune that talks of creative energy. It talks about having a key to unlocking the development of something that you've been working on for a long time. And this is going to come out in October. No matter whether you're overburdened, you're overloaded with so many things, that's not important. The creative juices will be flowing, and they will be coming together to develop the project even further. Another rune, Kinats. Kinats, but it's backwards. It's Merkstave. Kinats is a rune of intuition, and it's hindsight, foresight, okay? When it's Merkstave here, I see that you are outwardly projected. And let's give you an example. You're a psychic, okay? You're a card reader. And for the life of you, you just don't get it. You just can't. You could talk to your guides, but you don't get the messages you need. You go to another reader. All right. So typically, when you're of a certain vibrational rate, when you are way up there, you don't get your cards read. You don't have other psychics read for you. You just know. Okay, you get that. You get it. Well, October is where you might need someone because you don't have that peripheral vision with Keynote's Merkstave. And that's one of the things. I'd like to take another tarot from the bottom of the deck. And I've got here the Two of Cups. Che te lo dico a fa, they say in Italian. Why? Do I have to say more? All right, the Two of Cups does indeed talk of a reunion, all right? And it's because there is that new entry that the person, that significant other, is going to start thinking, I almost lost them. Or, wake up, come on. Let me ask them to do something. I've been wasting time, all right? So there is this rekindling of their interest, and with little things, nothing special. You don't get the invitation or the flowers, but it's the way they communicate, and you understand that they think of you in a certain way. They'll be more respectful. The little signs, it's in the little things. Now, a couple of more from under the deck, the Sibilla cards, and I've got interesting thing. There is the military, militare, the safe, denaro, which is a relationship, a bona fide, stabilized, could be a marriage, and it is a marriage. Next to this, it is a marriage. And this, what am I looking at? I'm looking at you not really, no, it's not that. It's you not wanting, all right, you not wanting even to think about the possibility of going to live with them or going back to them or spending more time when they are thinking along the lines of spending more. I've been neglecting them. They're thinking I should be spending more time with them. And it's the dynamic force. It's a dynamics between two people that when someone is busy and they move away, all of a sudden magical, they come and they want to sort of, rein you in, and you'll be finding this happening. I do hope this was of help to you, Aries friends, for the month of October. Do subscribe, share, like my videos, and I will be back. Enjoy them. Have a good month. Bye-bye.